My name is Walter Fisher. I am the Blackboard administrator here at USI, and I will be giving you your tech takeaway for today. Today's tech takeaway is about test taking tips for students when they are trying to successfully submit an exam on Blackboard. If you're a student, you can just follow these tips. If you're an instructor, please post a link of this into your class to give students some helpful tips so you won't later have problems with students' tests dropping. Let's get right into it. Tip number one, always be on a stable internet connection, preferably wired, but a connection that is stable. If you have problems with interruptions in YouTube videos or Netflix videos or just slow upload, download times, then you're probably not on a stable connection. Tip number two is Blackboard has a hard time limit of 3 hours. This means after 3 hours, it will log you out no matter what. So what you want to do before you take an exam in Blackboard, you want to go ahead and log out of Blackboard, and then you want to log out of My USI. You want to go ahead and close your browser, open a new session of the browser, and then you want to log back in to start that timer over. So we've started the timer over, and we shouldn't have to worry about Blackboard randomly logging out. Okay, also, you do, as we stated before, you want a fresh session of Google Chrome, and you also want to make sure before you start the exam, is this page here, this Eagles page, go ahead and X out of it. Don't log out of it, but X out of it, okay? Also, some of you may realize that you can actually open multiple versions of Blackboard up at the same time. This can cause problems, and whenever you are taking a test, make sure you only have one Blackboard window open at a time. All right. Also, Blackboard has what is called a 15-minute soft time limit. And what that means is after 15 minutes of inactivity, Blackboard will actually kick you out if it doesn't think you are still present. So if I'm in this test and I am clicking around and I don't click anything for 15 minutes, Blackboard will not think I am there and it will log me out. What you want to do is you want to hit this Save All the Answers button. Again, this Save All the Answers button every 7 minutes or so to make sure Blackboard knows you're there. Clicking around on stuff like this and typing in text boxes does not count. All right, so you want to do that anytime you are taking an exam. Also, if you have an exam that is one question at a time, clicking these arrows counts as hitting the Save All the Answers button every 7 minutes. So you can do that as well. All right, the next tip that I have for you is always be responsible for keeping track of the timer. Sometimes the timer could be blocked or it cannot be accurate, and the timer keeps going whether you are on the test or not. And the last tip I have for you today is if you do have a problem with the quiz, immediately email IT@USI and copy the course instructor on the email, and this will generate a ticket and it will help us determine what happened when your test has failed. This has been the tech takeaway for today. I hope that helps. Thanks.